severe injuries last year after a Russian bombardment in the city. In the year since it happened, the city has mostly returned to normal again. Most recent videos show the people of Aleppo were celebrating in the city streets after most residential areas apparently have been rebuilt again. As my first dream described, I saw little Omran and spoke to him. I had another dream last night about him that I want to share with you all on YouTube. I prayed, on my knees, before going to bed last night. I asked Yahweh, if it be His will, please all me to tell Omran how the world feels about him. How much we all prayed for him every day, while he was recovering. This dream was so realistic, I didn't want to write it down. But I want to now, to tell everyone. I met Omran's father, Abu Ali Dakhnish. He was with Omran, apparently, and I was in Aleppo too. Omran walked towards the opening of a building I was in and he came up to me with his father. I touched his face, where his injury had healed. I hugged him, he hugged me back. Really close to my face, meaning he wanted me to know how much he appreciated my prayers. Was it real? I can't say. I think Yahweh was saying in this dream, He told Omran how the world feels about him. I could speak to Omran and father in English, though they don't speak English at all. Again, this second dream must have been telepathic. The only thing I do remember clearly is that we both sat on the bench I was sitting on. I held him in my arms and just squeezed him tight, to say all the world wanted him to know that we care about him even now. If anyone knows about holding children, you grab their hands and they stand on your feet and you move them around with you. That's all I do have as the strongest memory. His father was watching, making sure neither one of us was doing anything dangerous. Then, after a while he said they had to go and that it was a privilege meeting me. I told him, I was great to understand more about Omran Dakhnish, you must see him in relation to the world. They knew of him from news reports, a few saw him in the ambulance, but only one or two saw to know what happened to him. I searched for information about him immediately after the bombardment in Aleppo, asking the Aleppo Media Center daily about his condition. After one or two contacts, they stopped responding to my requests. He had completely disappeared from public knowledge for almost 1 year after they showed him having been treated. Then, all I could do was pray for him. I did every single day, asking the Lord Jesus to keep him in His hands of protection. I met people on Facebook from other countries who were as concerned about him as I was. We still keep in close contact about Omran, for you see all information has stopped coming out about Omran again. They told us only that he was alive in Aleppo, showed us some fleeting images of him and his family. Then, it all stopped again. On Twitter, I have tried keeping in contact with one man who is a close friend to Omran's father. But now, those contacts have also ended. I send him one every other day with no response. Aleppo is returning to normal, there are no attacks that we can find out about. Does Omran know how we all feel about him? He might be 4 years old, but I pray someone told him how the world continues to care for his well-being. Maybe someday his father will tell the world more about him. I pray someday Omran will see the videos I made about him, for him. Maybe he'll contact me, I would love to hear from him.
The story of Omran's suffering goes beyond the borders of Aleppo. It is a human tragedy. It is even sadder to note that because he is a boy and not a girl, he isn't mentioned in the United States anymore. He made international headlines the night of the bombings by Russian airstrikes. Then, we heard nothing else. Yet, over and over, American media consistently made references to Aleppo girls who were in the area, but nothing more was said about Omran in the 8 months after the attacks. It is frustrating how our culture puts only one gender over another now. All children are important, not just girls. It is the main reason I continually share videos about Omran, to bring to the American culture that all are important and not just one. I've been watching ads for upcoming movies. Birth of the Planet of the Apes has as its child a girl. All films reflect this bias towards girls being the only ones who are important. It's criminal. It shows how America as a nation has degenerated to the level it is now because we only care about one gender and not all. If it weren't true, you'd see both genders in commercials, on television, in motion pictures. Boys are completely absent now from all media sources, proving that one-gender philosophies can only continue the spiral downward of our society. Americans should be looking at how it existed 60 years ago. It thrived and prospered. Today, it is degenerating to levels that put value more on animal life than human life. What does that say about human psychology? It shows evidence beyond rebuke that we are destined to die as a species when we put more value on something other than ourselves. At least in Muslim countries like Syria, men still control the family unit. Human life is still valued above any other life, including animal. Some cultures do put value on cows above men as far as killing, but the human being himself is still valued above any animal life. Though humanity faces its own destruction, some still see the reality of priority on life and its importance to our survival. Maybe these reality checks will put us back on the path to sane actions, instead of the push to immoral lifestyles like homosexuality and gay marriage. Some even say it is a psychological problem, but it has existed since biblical times. God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Do you think He won't destroy America for worse abominations? Absolutely yes, and it's soon to come if people change how they live and what they see as acceptable now.
Go, I say go away, you bother me.